It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Love, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. Alright, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. Let me give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot. Good morning.
Yo, Babs, you do that dance way too good. Way too good. You throw them titties in the circle really good. What up, Shams? Canada in the building.
These itty bitty. Shout out to the itty bitty city committee. I already know the vibes.
Sabrina Beats keep buying badges. One of us owe her a date. What's going on, ladies?
Shout
How
out to
was your
Brina
weekend?
Brina Beats, I got you on this date, Brina Beats, okay? But I'm cooking, all right? I'm a cook. I'm going to set the tone. I'm going to turn the spot into a whole restaurant. You already know the vibe.
Is that cheating? Like, or is that like romantic? Like if you were going on a first date and they was like, instead of me taking you out, I'm going to cook. Do you feel like that's like?
No, because at the end of the day, ain't no restaurant food better than mine. And actually, I should take them out on a date. I shouldn't even bring them in to all of that good home cooking, because you know that comes from the heart. So let me take you out on a date and you risk the chance of getting a nasty ass, dry ass salmon and you got to send it back. How that taste? Oh, this is cold or this is wrong and you got to send it back. Yeah, I should do that.
Well,
I
will
won't
say
do that to you, Brina.
I will say that all the restaurants is falling off. You know, I was very disappointed in Roof Chris last week. You know, Capital Grill, it's a hit or miss. You know, River Palm, you guys know how I feel about them. So I don't know what's going on outside, but the quality of food is definitely been disappointing.
Yeah, it's horrible, and the food is so expensive. You go out to these restaurants, you spend hundreds of dollars, because you know, especially if you drink, because the drinks is more than the damn food, okay? And so you spending hundreds of dollars, and then it's not even like you waking up the next day really wanting it the next day. That's how I want to feel. I want to be like, yo, that shit was so good. I want to keep thinking about it. I want to go back. And if it's not giving me that type of vibe, then it wasn't worth that money. I could have went, you know what I'm saying, to Costco, Sam's Club, you know, Whole Food, you know, got some stuff.
See,
and cooked it at home.
Yeah. Shout out to the consultant buying another badge last 3 shows. The real Dr. Javon Willis. It's not that I don't like Ricardo's, it's that they require certain paperwork in New York City to eat out, and that I do not have currently.
Yeah, Ricardo's is fire. Shout out to
they're
Ricardo's.
They're delicious.
I
went out of town this weekend. We were up in Boston. Thank you, baby. We were up in Boston, and we stayed at the DoubleTree. We stayed at the DoubleTree in Boston. And when I tell you, I was so disappointed. Of course, you guys know. See, I know how to professionally and articulately complain, and I get what I want. You know what I mean? Like at Roof Chris, when I told them about the service, you know how they took a bunch of money off my bill. My DoubleTree room, I waited until the manager came the next morning. I explained my disappointment. They gave me the room half off. So I mean, you can ask my baby. I don't sit here and act ignorant and wild out. I just speak to them and I say I'm totally disappointed. I have a membership here, and this is terrible. And they say, okay, Miss Jones, we got you. So shout out to everybody who knows how to get the discount when some people mess up with their service.
I'm the same way, look. I am queen. Can I talk to the manager? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you wild the fuck out, Babs.
I cannot wow out That is not true. I am not ratchet like that. I do not wild out in the restaurant. You already well, obviously you don't know.
Yes, I do know. Yo, me and Babs was in the club in LA together. Okay? She didn't like the way the waitress told her that she can't sit at the top of the seat. Okay? And she was like, no, look, we out of here. Fuck that shit. I said, yo, Babs, what happened? No, that bitch said she don't know me. I said, all right, so we out. Now I'm drunk, and she's mad at me because I'm not turned up like her. I'm in here hollering. At the time, I'm very single, so I'm trying to see who else is single in here. And Babs said it's over for the night. Look, we're going back to the hotel. Are you sure, Babs? Yes, get your shit. They didn't treat me right. Fuck them. I said, all right. And then we outside waiting for the Uber. She's like, why you not mad?
You know what, see? This is what happens when people don't tell whole stories. But I'm going to leave it alone. Because I'm going to let her paint this picture of me that I just wowed out. Okay?
How long was we there, Babs? How long was we there? Henrietta's. How long was we at Henrietta's?
I don't care if I'm somewhere for 2 seconds. If I'm not being treated right, there's an issue.
Miss Lissa know me. Miss Lissa know me. As soon as I walk in, I'm ready for the turn up. The music start. I go, hey, who's that over there? What's your name, young lady? Hey, oh, girl, go, girl. You know what I'm saying? I just took a picture with Urkel. I'm ready. I come over there. I'm mad confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch. I'm like, hey, I come back to where my people's at. Because, you know, I walk away from my people's. I got to go fill out the room. So they playing the old school music. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit. And I walk by and I come back to where we at, my table and all that. I'm like, ow, yo, fuck that luck. We out. What happened? Don't be asking me what happened.
First of all, shout out to Monica. I see you. Okay, somebody in the comments said, tell the story. I'm going to give it real. Let me just let y'all know. All right? But all of that she said, yeah, that's true. But what she's leaving out is that I was racially profiled. Okay?
You was who?
So that
you was what profiled?
They didn't like me because I was black. So, yeah. They didn't like me because I was black. And I was not because I was black, because I was brown, you know? And so that's what it was.
Well, did you have drinks too?
Doesn't matter if I had a drink or no drink.
And that's the story.
I know when I'm being profiled.
Well, we were actually talking about wilding out. So do you feel like you wilding out was validated because you were racially profiled, or do you wish you could have held it back and how did you say, Luck? Professionally complain, or how did you word it?
Yeah,
so
I do that.
Do you wish that you could have did that?
I didn't wild out. I went to Luck and I said, yo, I'm out of here. It wasn't like I wowed out.
No, you said, yo, I'm out of here. Come on,
yes.
Keep that same energy, my nigga.
That's because you didn't feel the way that I felt. You
How
wasn't
could I? I'm in this bitch
the
like
way
this.
that I was being treated. Exactly. Well, I wasn't.
I know. Okay.
And I had a female telling me that I had to sit at the back of the bus because, I'm not having that.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Like it was valid.
Wait a minute. I didn't even know he was up. He didn't respond to my text message. You know, I like when they do this to me. Pause. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming?
Yes. You gotta get the song ready if he coming. You heard?
All right. But go ahead. I'm listening to y'all.
But in the midst of that, before we get into our guests, our special guests who we're very excited to have, we were talking about racially profiling and the outbursts and outrages. Hi, welcome to Bacon, Egg, and Cheese.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we got the legend in the building.
It's too early, man. Y'all killing me right now.
See, I wasn't ready. See, Lion, you did me dirty. You didn't respond to me. You know, you popped up. You did a whole surprise thing, like one of them dysfunctional baby daddies who come in there and they be like, look, I showed up. I told you I was going to do it. Shout out, Mad Lion.
You know I'd never let you down, Mama.
First of all, Lion, we had the promo video ready to go. And now
we messed up.
Because Luck said he ain't answering the phone. I'm like,
oh, it's not a problem, yo. We could do it next week.
No, you here now. Fuck that. You here now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mad Lion in the building. We got Mad Lion in the building.
Hey.
All right. Yo, Lion. First of all, I want to tell you.
We had to hear it. We couldn't hear it.
You couldn't hear the beat?
I heard that shit.
No, I'm not gonna hear. I wanted the extended mix. You too big.
Let's go. I need the vocals.
2 minutes. just not enough time.
Oh,
This
me?
big here, they don't care. I tried that minute, it don't get me nowhere.
No.
Indeed.
Yo, first of all, like, ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain to you how much this man means to me and my life. I love Mad Lion. Like, you know, I have people who come on the show who are really great friends of mine. I mean, he's more than a friend. You know, he might be my baby daddy one day. We'll ask. But I just love Mad Lion so much. He stays looking young. We're going to get into the skin regimen in a minute. The studio out in L.A. is absolutely incredible. He has a throne in there. Did I send you your crown yet?
No.
Okay, I'm slipping. I got to send him his throne. We're going to get into everything old and new, ladies and gentlemen. So please give a warm round of applause to the legend, Mad Lion.
Hold up. Give me a second. I'll be right back because I got to post because I need the people to pull up. Give me 2 minutes. Bye.
All right. Sure. You want to start off, Miss Lissa, or you want me to, what you want?
Okay, I'll start off. Welcome to the show. I am Miss Lissa. I'm so excited to have you joining us. Now, I did my research. Of course, we love you. You're a legend. So here on Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, we're going to give you your flowers, but we're also going to chop up topics a little later and dish some dirt. Now, I did learn that you grew up in London.
No, I actually was born there. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did you live in London before you went to Brooklyn?
Came probably about like 9.
And so what was life like in London? Can we talk a little bit about that? And then your transition to Brooklyn and how people received you when you arrived in Brooklyn?
No, I came to America when I was about 9. I was in Jamaica prior. I was just born in London.
Oh, so can we figure out how you got there? We want to know what happened how did you start in London and then get there? Tell us your journey. We want to know about you.
Vacation, baby.
Oh, okay.
I was just born in London. I was raised in Jamaica till about 9. Then
okay. So can you tell us about your love for music and how you developed that?
Love for music. Why the love for music just ever been there, you know. I have families of musicians and everything, and you know, it's just a way of life, you know, Jamaica. So, you know, by the time I came here and seen what was happening on the hip hop scene, you know, is basically what people don't realize is that hip hop was birthed from reggae music or dancehall reggae music from back in the days. You know, we used to call DJs. What you call a DJ is what we call a DJ, which is basically a disc jockey. We used to ride on the back of beats, you know, gliding on instrumentals like jockeys on a horse. Then on America now take that up and they call the disc jockey because they're jockeying beats behind one another. And the MC, the master of ceremony, we used to call them selectors. You see me?
Yeah. Selector, come down. So, Lion, you have a unique style of doing. I don't even know if it's called reggae because, like, you're one of the first. You're a pioneer of having that
blending
reggae.
the two.
Hmm.
But blending the two.
Yeah, bringing them together. So, like, how did that develop? Was it your love for hip hop? You just got on it, or
it was a love for hip hop, but it was also just growing up in Brooklyn. You know, you have the best of both worlds when both of them were really at their birth state. You know what I mean? You know, although
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
Already.
90s. Basically, you know, I did the whole school in America and stuff like that. You know, I got kicked out of damn 4 or 5 high schools. You know, did from Wingate, Prospect Heights to, you know, Washington Irving, then LaGuardia, like all of them. You know what I mean? It was a long time.
So, like, were you doing shows around? She said Flatbush. Were you doing shows around Brooklyn at this time, or like?
Yeah. I was doing shows around there on the dancehall circuit, you know. So you had your Starlight Ballroom, then you had your Biltmore's, you had your Q clubs. You know what I mean? From back in the days, we used to fuck up the place before we even meet Chris. You know, KRS, by the way.
Yeah. So,
As
so
one
how
of the
did
people who, sorry.
Go.
As one of the people who pioneered the blending of the two cultures, were people instantly receptive, or did you have to fight your way through?
Well, no, it wasn't not too much of a fight, but it was basically, you know, everybody, you know, the music and the art of the music that we did was really original back then. Nobody sounded alike and everything. So everybody tried to hold on to what they crammed to understand, you know what I mean? Of their part of their contribution to their art. So, you know, if you was doing rap music, you was doing rap music. If you was doing pop music, you was doing pop music. If you was doing dancehall, you're doing dancehall. If you're doing roots reggae, you're doing roots reggae. So, you know, so basically, like when I came through, you know what I mean, I kind of like smushed the two cultures together, you know what I mean? Because back then, when we did like Shabba and them, they would consider Shabba crossover, you know what I mean? When he did records, or they would consider those records crossover versus, you know, giving it its own category, you know what I mean?
So how did you meet KRS? Like, how did that link up happen? Legendary, you know, legendary. Shout out KRS-One. Always love. Shout out the family. You know, like how was that?
I met KRS at Superpower Records. You know what I mean? Superpower Records was a record store that was basically responsible for a lot of the reggae music, like VP Records or Superpower and VP Records that run, you know, basically the distribution of reggae music on the East Coast in America. And, you know, I was part of the Superpower family, and he used to come there and buy records. You know what I mean? And also, you know, contribute to my, you know, Sidewalk University also. Is it?
So, you know I mean, that's how you guys met. Like, how was it? Like, yo, you dope, I'm dope. Like, how was it? He heard the music, it said pull up, like how was
it? No, I mean, I knew him prior to and stuff, you know, he used to come check me for his records. So basically I just handed him a record one day, and, you know, he went back home and listened it. Because I already had records out. I probably had like 200 singles out by then.
Wow.
Then you know, because that's one of the things too that dancehall music always was ahead of the game of, you know, that kept every dancehall artist fresh, because we could put out 30, 40 records, you know, a fucking month if we wanted to. Depends on what investors that we had behind us. You know, we print records, put them out. So that always kept us fresh on top of the board, you know. Aside from the regular, I mean, American music, where people have one album and 2 singles for the year back then, you know what I mean? So the spontaneity of how we have it, that's how we knew how to survive through all of the streaming shit and everything. So, is it?
Can I ask you this? As an American, or, you know, a Yankee girl, you know,
this nigga.
Okay. Why do a lot of reggae artists do music to the same beat? Like, I could be in a party and it's like, I didn't even know it was a whole new record because the beat is still the same. And then it's like 5 different people on the same beat. And it's like, you know, for hip hop, that's like a remix. You know what I mean? But like for reggae music, I don't know if that's called the remix. Like how is like?
Come on, Babs, you're Brooklyn Babs.
I am Brooklyn.
What are you talking about? That's battling right there, man. That you see, that's battling. That's dub poetry. It's like, yo, I'm a producer. That's why we're called DJs, because we fucking we surf and ride on the back of beats. You know what I mean? And fuck that posh shit. I ain't from that era, yeah?
Hey, you know, I be starting my shit. You know,
I know you be talking that shit. So, you know, I'm not from that. So, you know, that's why we're DJs, you know? And, you know, the fucking selector, not what y'all call a DJ, the nigga who select the beat or made the beat, he throw on the fucking record back. And we used to battle other sound systems, you know, back in the days. Like, you know, we one sound system string up over here, the other one string up over there. We got our 5-man crew, you know, kind of like y'all Juice Crews versus BDP and all of that shit. But we would literally go at each other. You know what I mean? And they throw on the beat, and we would just rock it out, and the singer would come, the rapper would come, and everybody, you know, on the same beat. And that's what it is, because we were selling the rhythm track with dub poetry behind it. So, you know what I mean? Because you had a hot beat, everybody wanted to jump on it. And that's what's it. You know what I mean?
What's some of your influences?
Wait, real quick. Let me just say this, Lion, real quick. For all of y'all that's in the comment that's saying good question, now y'all know. It's a battle, okay? So when you in the party, you gotta pick who's really killing the beat the most. That's how you gotta
No. Yes, they gotta pick, but the DJ lets you know, because you'd hear. Let me see, give you an example. You'd hear the heads high, killing with
Hey.
Then what comes after that? What's on that beat again? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. It's too early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, for those that
You know,
for those up here on the East Coast, he's not on our time. Shout out Farback Mills. You can buy it back.
people go to sleep here, man. I have to stay up for you, look.
No, I appreciate it. When I even asked Lion about it, I said, I need you on the show, Lion, please, please, please. I said, it's at 9 a.m. He said, so I have to be up at 6? I said, no, it's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. your time. He said, okay, I'm going to stay up for you. I said, all right, cool, because I know that I don't get a text message back from Lion until like 3 o'clock afternoon when I'm on the West Coast, because, you know, they're always up in the studio working. We're going to get on, you know, the new stuff that he's working on now. But you just have so much rich history. What are some of your, you know, reggae influences or even hip hop influences?
Reggae influences. You had the Admiral Baileys, you had the Cutty Rankin, you know, latter years, he would continually be inspirations like Sizzla Kalonji, them and stuff like that. There's certain people that you emotionally and mentally, you know, create through, you know what I mean, or vibe to their music to elevate you. So those are kind of like my influences. Then hip hop wise, you have KRS on so many different levels, you know what I mean, just on some brethren to brethren and just being the camaraderie between the two of it and the things that we come up and create with, you know what I mean. And prior to that, just the business savoir faire of, you know, some of the homies, you know, from your 50s to your Jay-Z's or whatever, you know, them get rich, so their numbers change, but, you know, still.
Man, they were influenced by you. You named people that came, you know, people, you know, that's always the dopest thing, man. And I love to ask people when they come on the show, what was the moment that you knew, like, wow, I'm on? Was it a show that you did, or was it like you first hearing your song on the radio? I mean, you know, first hearing the song on the radio, everybody's like, okay, that was cool. But when I did Madison Square Garden or when I performed back at home, everybody knew my words. Like, what was your moment where it was like, you know, it hit you like, wow, I'm on?
I was in Brazil,
and
they gave me the suite of this hotel. You know, it was everywhere. That was the shit, nigga. I ain't coming to your show if I don't get a limo, liquor, and fucking. It was weird, but they gave me this fucking big ass suite to this hotel, and I went in there, took a nap. Then my manager came and knocked on the fucking door and said, "Yo, you got some people outside want to say hello to you." And I was like, "Who the what?" Yeah, they outside. Just open your fucking balcony door and look over. And when I look over, it looked like a fucking parade outside my fucking... Yeah, it looked like a fucking parade. I mean, like some Michael Jackson shit. Remember that, how it looked when that motherfucker held the baby over the fucking...
Yeah, that's all I did.
On God, it was exactly like that. And I looked over and fucking, when I looked over and everybody went back at me and shit, I fucking turned white. Went back inside, closed the fucking door, jumped, like laid on the bed and started kicking like a fucking bitch. I was like, oh shit, I arrived. There was at least fucking 400 or 500 kids and shit screaming back up at the balcony. Wow. Then, you know, then we had to stay there and shit. I think I did like 3 or 4 shows consecutively back to back, because they didn't realize what a big draw I would have been. That was Apollo, Brazil. Yeah.
That's fire. I got a question because okay, so now, first of all, to the people in the comments, I'm trying to get y'all in tune with the culture, because you know we listen to the reggae music, but we don't really. It's a lot of us that don't understand the culture. I mean, if you from Brooklyn and you know you around them, then you know you'll get a little bit in tune. But I want to know about. I want to know: is it hard for female reggae artists to get on, to get deals? And I want to say shout out to the West Indian females, because all the colorful
all of
gear
them
that we all wearing, all the colorful hair that we all wearing, they been doing that.
Yeah.
You know, those were the first girls that I've seen in my hood. I've seen the Jamaican girls with all the colorful hair. And they used to be like, yo, these girls with all this colorful hair. And now we all got it. So I want to say we got to give props what props is due. So shout out to them.
Shout out to the Jamaican rebel them, because you know we call them rebels because they were rebellious against the confinements of what people thought was, you know, the standard. They always went against it. So they started with the green hairs and the platinum blondes, and you know what I mean. And that's a lot of where the Little Kims and all of them from the younger era.
Even Patrick with the long braids.
I was thinking Patrick. I was just about to.
And even Patrick with the long braids. Yep. You know, so you know it's pushing the grain. You know, it's the clothes, fashion. You know, remember Shaba? You know what I mean? We used to sew summer Shaba.
I think he got a phone call. Everybody always be calling. Chill out, y'all. Y'all know that we on live.
All right, Mel.
Huh?
Oh no, we thought you got a phone call. It be happening. All of us. Sometimes somebody call while we on the show and stuff like that.
Is it harder for the females to get, like, you know, record deals? The female reggae artists?
Nah, man. At least not now. You know, it's a streaming world. Everybody's their own fucking boss right now. So, it's and the nowadays female artists, they chopping wickeder than the fucking men as far as putting down lyrics. You know, there's been many years that they, you know, needed a voice and had something to say. So, you know, the younger generation of girls, our female artists, they're writing a lot colder than some of the dudes that's out right now. Facts.
Shout out Hakeem Green in the building. Another one of my close brethren, you know, Channel Live.
Hawk, Big Hawk.
Yeah. I love him. The love has been forever. Like, I would tell you, BDP, you guys showed me so much love, like, just throughout. And I told you, Randy used to be my boyfriend when I was in second grade, you know? So it's just always been love from BDP. Have you worked with Gwen Stefani? Tell us about that.
Oh shit. That was
Is that Hey Baby?
No, it's not Hey Baby. It's fuck your bum buckler. What the record name? Underneath It All.
Underneath It All. Underneath It All. So you wrote or you produced, or what did you do on that record?
I co-produced on it and basically kind of supervised the rest of the album with the band. You know what I mean? You
said so nonchalantly, like that wasn't such a human.
There's a lot of shit. I got fucking records all on the fucking floor over here. Let me see if I can spin this shit.
Yeah, no, the plaques is everywhere. And Sublime, how did that happen? Because Sublime is like straight rock and roll.
Yeah, well, we went in with Sublime, and we did a couple of their remixes and sat in on some consultancy on side of their project. Cause we was out here as one of I think it was only me and Ika Mouse as reggae artists on the East Coast, on the West Coast when we first came out here, as far as authenticity. So, you know, label wise or whatever, they would bring us in to kind of overlook and see, you know what I mean? And you know, being invited by the actual band itself to make sure their keys and their bass lines were in pocket, you know what I mean?
Fire.
So, that's kind of cool. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, what do you call it? Crazy Town, System of the Down. We did a lot of rock music as well. You know, Horn. You know what I mean? It's a couple shit.
So was it a mashup of the two sounds together, or was they appropriate in the culture?
Well, most of what happened is that the bands that I mentioned are like punk bands.
Right.
What happened is that ska, reggae ska is basically one of the early forms of punk music. So that's why you have Bad Brains, you have you know, the Crazy Towns, the No Doubts, you know what I mean? Those were all punk bands. So when you do punk music, it's a derivative of ska reggae. So yeah, so that's kind of my kind of shoe into it, you know.
Now, can I ask you about the dance culture? because we see a lot of these videos on you know, social media where they be, you know, wilding. Like,
jumping off a building.
Like,
That's,
wilding.
you know, I mean, them my peoples, man. That's not my era. You know what I mean? But as far as dancehall queen are, you know, just that sexy, alluring move of dance itself to make, you know, the most killerest gunman them fucking sit in the corner and fucking close their eyes with their gun in their waist and fucking wind up on something in the corner and shit. Just lose. That's a whole journey of an emotional, you know, roller coaster that happens. And when it comes to the woman them now, you know, it's the same. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful, man.
How do you feel about the people who criticize the culture for being overly sexual, like with the whining and like the young girls dancing? Like, it's so important in the culture. How do you feel about the people that criticize that?
I mean, if you watch what other people say, you know, Jamaica wouldn't be continually being one of the leading, you know, sought after commodities of the world. You know what I mean? As far as cultural jacking and shit, you know, trendsetters. So, you know what I mean? I mean, that people don't realize that, you know, a lot of the art of dress and everything, like, you know, like, think about it, like the Elephant Mans and the Monster Shot crew been wearing green and yellow, purple dreads and shit 10 years prior to your little Uzi Verts and, you know, all of these fucking, you know what I mean? So, you know, the which is the next good example I can give you?
Okay, real. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
No. Are you done? I don't want to cut you off.
You good.
Okay.
Don't forget he's staying up for us.
Okay. All right. So let me just say this. So my grandfather is from Trinidad, right? And my grandmother will always say, my grandmother's American. She's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, God.
She always told us growing up, don't mess with no West Indian men. She said, West Indian men are womanizers. The more women they got, the more of a man, it's like a badge of honor. And, you know, she got, her baby daddy is West Indian. She got 4 kids by this guy. 4 kids by this guy. And so I'm just saying, is that true? The more women do you have, is that like a badge?
I promised him I wouldn't bring up this stuff. But go ahead, Lion, if you want to.
You didn't. You ain't promised Babs wouldn't.
You can't tell me that. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's blood clot, true. I have 22 kids for me and me.
Do you really?
Yeah, I told him I wasn't gonna ask, but go ahead, Lion. You repeat.
Praise God.
Yeah, I have 22 kids.
That's my favorite number.
This shit, listen to me, okay?
That's why I got a throne in my room.
Yeah, my grandmother was right.
Where else all my baby mamas gonna come kiss my ring?
Listen.
Do they all get along?
I ain't kissing no ring, Lion. I ain't kissing no ring.
Yo, let me tell y'all some real shit. Rest in peace to my grandfather. Just about 2 weeks ago, my mother pulled out photo albums. This is her father now. She said, oh, these are all daddy photo albums I got from his house after he died. And every picture, he in there with a different chick. A different chick in every picture. She was like, look at daddy with all these women. My grandmother was not lying, yo.
That's crazy.
Oh, shout out Rennieville in the building. Your oldest son is.
Hey.
It's all right. It's all right. I promise. I said, Lion, I'm not going to bring up how many children you have because obviously that means you're wicked in bed, and we totally, understand. Now, getting back to the music. You just recently did Verzuz, and I noticed while watching it, at certain points, you didn't have to say nothing. The audience is, and I'm talking about, I don't know how many years it's been. It has to be at like 20. Maybe because a little bit more than 20 because I know me and Remy make 20 years next year. So I mean, this is like 25 years, and you still look like you look amazing. How did that feel, going to Verzuz and you just hold a mic to the crowd and they just doing all the work for you?
Well, I mean, it definitely was a good revitalization, you know what I mean? Because just being over here on the left course, you know what I mean, fucking trapped off in this weed shit for so long. It was good to go, like, just re-season and see what New York was about, you know what I mean? And see if, you know, the nostalgia of our era still existed, and it was fucking awesome, you know what I mean? I think I shot like 2 videos before I left New York and just got ready, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you just dropped the video. I just seen that video, right?
Oh, yeah.
You was on the train. Yeah, I just seen that video.
I just ran around and shit.
Yeah.
And so and then you told me Swiss. You told me like, because I called them right after, like, yo, Lion, you killed that shit. Ah! So
Yeah,
like,
man.
so how is it like you say you looked in the audience, you saw certain people just going crazy with it? Can you tell us about that?
You seen Joe and you seen your peers just, you know, losing it like day one, you know what I mean? And that was good, you know what I mean? Because I haven't seen a lot of them in a long time. So it was just the reception was nice. Backstage was fucking crazy. It was off the meter. You know what I mean? It was like opening a time capsule and shit, and everybody was the same, you know? It was nice.
Well, no, that's not true, because you look like you were in the time capsule. You have not
I was
aged
just thinking that. I swear.
at all. Like, you're the only one, because everyone else is starting to look their age. But my Lion hopped out looking better than
because this is what happens when you plant your seeds in different gardens. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what happens?
Keeps you looking youthful. When you keep planting seeds in different gardens, you watering the flowers. You know what I'm saying? The plants are growing to be big and strong and beautiful, and that's how you gotta keep. That's how he looks the way he looks.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like a vegan diet, but hey, if it's multiple baby mamas, then the hell?
Sign me up.
The hell?
Yeah, man. You know,
you said this weed. You said this weed shit is you've been out on the West Coast working on this weed shit. Can you explain to the people that as well? Because every time I come there, I get fire. Okay.
The Mad Lotto. Yes.
Okay, I love you.
In 2 months. Yep.
So can you tell everybody about that? And I'll send you my address because I ran out.
I was just about to say, Lion, I'm gonna DM you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you my address, because I really need a package. And the area that I'm in, they don't have no gas. You understand? No, they got walking shit. It's like you walking. There's no gas. You know, I need that gas in my life.
Gas, yeah, man, definitely.
Yes.
Straight from Dubai. No
go.
problem. So, well, shit, man, I got in when was it? 90? No, not 90. 2000, 2003. I opened up I think the number 28 dispensary in all of Los Angeles. And after that, I ended up owning about 28 to about 36, about 10 clinics. Then I acquired 4 more. Then,
ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? This man has more clinics and dispensaries than he has children. Okay? That is a lot.
Not anymore. Then, you know, they put a mandate on us, said you can't own more than 1 clinic, so we had to sell off a bunch of them.
Wow.
Then, you know, because they was trying to figure out how to regulate everything, kind of like what New York went through. That's why it took so long for it to actually pass over there. They couldn't figure out how to regulate, because motherfuckers was just opening shops everywhere like street corners, you know. So when they figured trying to get a regulatory you know, mandate on it, it started moving over into corporate now. And, you know, I turned into distribution, manufacturing distribution. So we just grow now, you know what I mean? And supply.
Amazing.
You know what I mean?
Okay, well, Lion, let me say this, because you have so much information in this, marijuana game. And I feel like for us Black people, this is something that we need to all start getting into and invest. It's a lot of people that got criminal records and they wiping them away now. But a lot of people went to jail. I got locked up for weed before. Okay, I wasn't selling it, but I was coming out the spot and they was out there and they put the cuffs on me. I didn't even get a chance to smoke my shit. They took my shit, they locked me up. I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit. And so at the end of the day, I just feel like somebody with you with this much information, maybe you should start teaching the people. It's a lot of stuff that people could do, through these Zoom classes and stuff. And I'm not saying do it for free, but at the end of the day, you could start the Mad Lion class of marijuana.
We need to talk, Babs. I like that.
I like that.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Because we need to learn. Us as a people need to come together, because let me tell y'all something, how the Jews do it, baby. They put their money together. You know what I'm talking about? And they make moves. And so at the end of the day, we as a people, we got to start trusting each other. And if we got good credit, and if we about business, and we want to make shit happen, we got to come together and start buying shit out. You see how he said, I could only own one. But if he had other people in positions where they could have said, well, I'm going to buy the other one. I'm going to buy the other one. I'm going to buy the other one. And now everybody owns. We got the whole block. And so at the end of the day, we got to come together and start helping each other and start trusting each other.
Because that was it.
Trust is the biggest part of that, Babs. You are so right.
Yes.
So I know when I come to the studio over there, I mean, besides me smoking and can't remember what happened, but what I did hold on to and grasp when I left is that you have so much fire that you are working on, so many different projects that you're working on. Shout out Rufus, definitely. Rufus, Blaq, we have a dope song coming out together. And then shout out Mila J.
It'd be crazy.
Shout out Mila J. When we were there, me and Kid Swag, we were there. You was playing so much fire from Mila. Can you tell us how you guys linked up?
We linked up by way of Rufus. Rufus worked with Mila and Janae Aiko, her sister, fucking for years, writing from they were young. And just the rebirth of her slick when he came to do some work about 2 years ago. She walked in, she played some of her stuff, and we just put together, I think we did like 2 records on her at the time, and it just worked. You know what I mean? It was a good chemistry. Then she was we're just going through a nice transition of cleaning out her stable and getting rid of, the fuckery in our life,
Yo, you guys got Mila J rapping, and she was killing it. Shout out Rufus Blaq. I met Rufus Blaq when he was Peekaboo. So Rufus, he's been doing music forever. Shout out to him. We gotta have him on the show too.
Yeah, man. Rufus is murder, man. So we put a project together, and everything just started dropping in correctly. You know what I mean? And I just can't wait to share it with the world, because it's going to fuck the place up. You know what I mean? And thank you once again, Lady Luck, for being a part of it. You know what I mean? Because your verse on that project, murder.
Well, I can't tell my guys, no. Can I tell you guys, I'm going to let you in on something. I've never in my life got a beat and somebody tell me to lay a verse, and then they call me and tell me, look, that's not the verse. Do it again. So, like, I was like, I was a little like, excuse me. They sent me a record that they did for Rufus, and Lion and Rufus, they called me and texted me and said, look, that verse ain't it. And I said, excuse me? And it's like, nah, we need you to give us a Lady Luck verse. Because, I was on there, I was doing the new stuff. I started singing, a little auto-tune, you know what I'm saying? I was woo, you know what I'm saying? I was saying, huh?
You was Luck set. You was a part of the Migos. You turned
yeah. I was in here, and they was like, no, where's Lady Luck at? You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, okay. All right, fine. So shout out Mad Lion and Rufus for checking me, and like making sure
the
verse
man,
right.
I love you too much to play you that way, man. You got to be lucky all day. You know what I mean? You're my good luck charm, man. So.
No, I love.
How did y'all get acquainted?
I forgot.
Oh shit, man. Well, it started like way back. I showed up at a high school.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
We heard about the high
What?
school pull-ups.
Not
We
the
heard about
high
the high
school.
school pull-ups. Heard you.
I hope it wasn't.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like
No,
no,
not those.
no, not like that.
Okay.
And it's so crazy. It's so crazy because my friend Elena remembers that night. I hated my outfit. My mother had me in some like penny loafers, you know. Remember those type for the girls and all that, you know. But it was me, Mad Lion, Kid Capri, and I forgot who else was on stage. And that's where like I first met them because I'm from Teaneck, and Teaneck High School, they always was lit, always doing shows like that and just bringing in, you know, the superstars of our time. So you know, my school was surreal, but that's where we initially met, and then I don't know. I moved out to LA for a minute. I don't remember how we reconnected, but I know that I do not touch down when I'm on the West Coast without hitting my brother. And we go through there. Even me and Babs pulled up at the studio. We had a good time over there. So, I mean, every time I'm over there, and plus I used to live in Burbank, you know, so I wasn't too far from the studio. So I was over there all of the time. And I still owe them more time because all of the projects that they're working on now, I'm in a different musical space. So I'm going to just take a trip out there and just get so much done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Lion still has fire to today. There is no falling off. Everything is bigger and better over there. Pause. I play the game. And, you know, the music and the music is super fire. So, you know, shout out the whole gang over there.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Hey, yo. Let you go on.
No, go ahead, Lion.
No. Go on.
Go on, you.
All right, because I was about to say this real quick, because somebody in the comments said, Babs, you need to get back to New York because we got some Foster Center to do. So let me make this clear, because I get a lot of people hitting me up about this web series called Foster Center that I was in. I'm no longer in the series no more. And so at the end of the day, there will be no more Foster Center because they cut me out the series. And so at the end of the day, you need to hit up the director of the series and let them know that they play based out. Okay.
I wouldn't even have said the name. You just get a commercial for them. I mean, you just
Yo, Lion.
You just did a whole endorsement.
No,
say the name.
So Lion, will you do some acting? Have you done some acting, or are you interested in it? Because I think that's where Babs is going, because she's writing scripts, she's in movies and everything like that. Have you done any acting, or are you interested in it?
Yeah.
Wasn't you in who?
Real quick, I want to say this, Mad Lion, before you say this, because I want to make it clear I wasn't cut out the series because of my work. I was cut out the series because they did not want to pay. They did not want to pay my travel and all of that stuff. So yeah, let's make that clear. Okay.
Wasn't you in Who's the Man?
Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of got scrambled just a minute ago. But the other question, I've done acting. I actually produced a couple movies as well. I'm one of the producers of Never Die Alone with DMX.
Fire.
From back in the days.
I'm doing all the accounting in my headline. You can afford all 22 of these kids. Nobody is starving. I'm doing all the accounting, but go ahead. Use the producer with DMX. Go ahead.
Yeah, Orchid Films. You know, that was one of my baby mother and I film. One of my baby mother them. And right now she's the current one of the producers of Trap Queens on HBO.
Fire.
That's amazing.
Like that.
Yes, I know her too. I did some work with her.
Yeah. So.
That's fire.
Now, Lion, while we got you up here before you go, we wasn't able to get into our topic today because we were so involved in your story. But before we go, we have a chit-chat topic I would like to bring up because we have you on the panel who is, an artist who travel. I'm pretty sure all of your baby mothers are not from the same place. And one of our chit-chat topics was about long-distance relationships. If I'm correct, Miss Lissa? Miss Lissa, am I correct? The chit chat topic about the long distance relationship. Yes. So.
No, cause I just got a phone call. Like I'm just like people always calling while we on.
I'm
so Miss Lissa, segue into the
into the chit chat topic.
Today's chit chat topic is long distance dating. We chop up hot topics, dish the dirt, but we love to get a little more in depth and learn more about you and your opinion on this romantic, well, not romantic, this relationship topic today. So today's topic is what is it?
Long
Because I have a different one here. Initially it was supposed to be love. So today's topic is long distance relationships. Madeline, we're going to go to you first. Have you or are you in a long distance relationship, and how do you feel about long distance relationships?
Long distance relationships are cool because they give you
space for other baby mamas.
No, it give you space to actually work, acquire and transpire. So it works. That makes sense to you?
Of course. You know me.
How long when you're in a relationship, a long distance relationship, before you would consider relocating? And this is for everyone on the panel. How long before you would consider relocating if you were in a long distance relationship?
The long distance would have to come to me, regardless. Yeah.
Because you're the king? There's no compromise with Madeline?
There's a king or queen, you know what I mean? But then again, the heart know what it wants when it wants it. So long distance relationship only lasts as long as the heart wants it. You get it? So
I love it.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Babs?
If you want it, you'll fly it in. You know what I mean?
Well, if he wants it, he will fly it in, like you just said, right?
Oh, he'll fly it in, right.
And if he wanted her to be with him, he would make that happen, correct?
Correct. And it goes both ways. That chick will save up our 4 weeks of work and buy the one fucking ticket to come burn a weekend as well. I don't know what it wants. They make it happen.
Shout out.
Have you ever had anybody relocate for you?
Of course.
Yeah.
I could answer that one for you. He flies them in.
I made a song about it. Want to hear?
Yo, shout out everybody who bought the badges, really quick. Thank you for all of the support, guys. I initially loved long distance relationships. You have some place to be. We're not on top of each other all of the time, breathing down each other's necks. So I definitely appreciate that. I've had relationships where I've relocated, they relocated. I don't think I'll ever do it again, because it was definitely a violent relationship, even though I'm not getting into those type of relationships anymore. And it's like, I'm with your family and all of your people, and I ain't got nobody to have my back. So if we both relocate and together going someplace, cool. But if I'm coming out there with your family and they crazy and you crazy and you know what I'm saying, I just can't do it. I had, before I got to my situation I'm in now, and I don't want to get no trouble, I had a lot of long distance relationships. I had about 7 different long distance relationships going at one time. I had one in Miami, I had one in Texas, you know what I mean? I had one in LA, I had one in Atlanta.
That's a lot of talking.
That's a lot of talking. How often do you talk when you're in a long distance relationship? Like, what's the communication rules? Babs, if you were in a long distance relationship, how often would you need to talk to your mate?
Every day.
That's a lot.
It's not a lot, because at the end of the day, for me, if we're in a long distance relationship, all we really have is to talk. I can't come see you every day or every other day or 2 times a week.
True.
You can't come see me. So this is the most thing that could stay consistent, is the communication, because that's the way we're going to build our bond, is through this communication, because we're not together to build that bond. So it has to be through communication.
If they were next to you, would you want, like, if they did live in your city or near you in your neighborhood, and they could see you every day, would you want that? Or this is just because you are further away? Do you need to be in communication every day?
If we're in a relationship, I have to speak to you every day, because first of all, I'm a worrier. That's number one. If I need to, even just to make sure that you're good. Why you don't want to speak to me, that's fucking weird.
Because absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like, I want to miss you.
Hey, if you
I don't want to miss you. Maybe one day I text you, I don't call you.
If you could go a whole day without wanting to speak or call me, then I ain't for you, B. I ain't for you.
What you say,
What
Lion?
if I want to? I'm just a little busy. I got caught up in work. Like I wanted to.
But you gotta go to sleep, and when you get ready to go to sleep, when you get in your hotel or get home, you call me. What's up, babe?
Difference.
Can I text you?
No, texting is important. Texting is how. Texting
Can
is
I text you every day and not call you every day?
Shout out Doc
That's
Taj
a
in the
little,
building.
that's
Y'all
a
need to
little
follow.
weird to me. I mean, that's a little weird for me because, you know, I'm of a certain age. I don't come from the texting era. I want to hear your voice. I don't know who the fuck texting me, and I don't know what you doing. Let me just hear your voice.
You're giving me anxiety.
And you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear my voice. I ain't for you. A motherfucker fucking with me they wanna call me. They want to hear my voice.
What do you
they
think,
want
Lion?
to know what I'm doing.
What do you think, Lion?
I mean, what you worrying for? You for be a warrior. Don't worry. Just, don't worry. You know what I mean? And
I like the tethering.
because if me call you and say, hey, yo, me dip on the road, me I take care of something, just sit down and go your blood clot bed.
Say it like that.
Nah,
Ooh.
let me tell you something. It don't work like that for me because I'm a boy. Right? At the end of the day, I'm on the road too. So none of that studio shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm in the studio too.
Hey, yo, I'm in the studio, son.
Yeah, I'm in the studio too. We got our phones in our hands all day long.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you.
even like
You
phones.
ain't
That
that
shit
busy.
give me radiation in my ears. And
Exactly.
Hello.
Let me tell you something. If I'm talking to you all day, every day, then that means you're not busy. So I would work according to, like when I was juggling everybody back then, I worked according to their schedule. So I had one girl, she go to work, she's at work at 7 o'clock in the morning, but she leave at 5. So I'll call her around, on her ride to work, so that was the routine. We speak every morning before you go to work. If we speak later on that night, it was a bonus, we'll text during the day. Then I had another girl who was a scammer. We didn't really talk every day because I know she's out scamming, and that is a job that takes up the whole day. So we didn't talk
But
every day.
none of these girls was your girl.
Right, but if they were my girl at the time, now I'm with one girl, and we just damn near live together. But listen what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm telling you what I preferred before. I didn't deal with no warriors, thank God. So
Just warriors, stay strong, you heard?
It wasn't about
on the road, me call you tomorrow.
Me call you back, Lord of mercy.
Call you back tomorrow.
It was about you not being in a relationship. And when you
we
are
all loved each other. We were
Yo,
talking about.
if the man call you and say,
Get outta here with
baby,
that
it's
shit.
you I love and not another. You may
That's
change,
right.
and I
Say
will
like
never.
that.
What y'all gonna say? Y'all gonna say, okay, daddy, later.
No, but I agree with that. I agree with both of
some
y'all.
real shit. If I tell you later and I'm okay with that, you better know I'm doing me too. And that's all I'm saying. And yeah, if you messing with a chick that gotta go to a regular job, I'm doing me too. That's why I'm not stressing you.
So that means, Bob, so that means you was a warrior then. Because I got dead if you could try to do you too with some Jamaican man. They're gonna say, yo, Star, we are giving him a pussy for. Don't give him a pussy.
Listen, I already know how that goes, and that's why my grandmother said don't do it. And so at the end of the day, I'm not doing it. Period. And if I'm not stressing you, just know what it's hitting for. And if you ain't stressing me, just know what it's hitting for. I'm
gonna call you, man. I'm gonna call you.
You better call me lying.
So y'all can beat them into submission.
Hold up.
I like it when it's even. Like I don't have a problem. Like if we are speaking every day, it's because I call you, you call me. Like I'm not just calling you every day just to check in because that's the rules. Like I want to, like you said, I want somebody that wants to hear my voice, and I want to miss you and want to hear your voice. So if it's like I called you Monday, we talked, and then maybe you hit me Tuesday, maybe Wednesday we was both a little busy, but then Thursday I missed you, like, or then maybe we text. We don't have
nothing to talk about, right?
I like excitement. Like I do feel this. I feel like I like busy. I like attention, but I don't like when it's too overbearing. I like for it to be organic. If you're calling me because you miss me, that's great. If my phone is in my hand and I can get to picking up the phone call, I'll pick it up. If I can't, I can't. Like, don't get mad.
Listen, when you wake up, if you was messing with me, when you wake up, I'm the first thing on your mind. You gonna roll over, check your phone, and hit me. It's either
I gave birth to a baby. She first.
You gonna
and then God, and then you.
Yeah, no, you gonna do that, but like, nah, you gonna hit me and say good morning, babe. good morning. You gonna hit me and say
Nah,
good night?
see,
I can't respond.
you know
What
what?
about can you hit me and I'm saying good morning back?
With my
Because it's
scammer.
not, it's gonna go both ways. If I get up before you,
You do
if
that.
I get up and check
Like
my
good
phone,
evening.
Let me tell you, like,
Okay, I
I
can hit you
got
with
a
a good morning text.
I'm gonna say good morning.
like, we might not talk, but I might send you, like, I might text you at 3:33. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna send
It's you with the alarm for 3:33 for me, angel numbers.
And then I would send you like an emoji. It's not even, it's no words. You know what I'm saying? Boom, there goes an emoji for you. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be like I fed the energy that I had. You know, some people I might not speak to them for a week or two, and it's like, hey, how you been? I'm like, hey, and we pick up where we left off. But that was before my baby. My baby's not going for any of this anymore. So Matt Lion, thank you for joining.
Thank you, Lion.
This is definitely a great episode.
You know why your baby not going for that? Because you are in a relationship. And when you are in a relationship, I mean, because Lion, you don't deal with that. Clearly, your women do whatever you want them to do. But that's why you couldn't mess with a Yankee guy like me. Because I'm turning up on you. What? I'm busting in the studio. Who this bitch?
Yo,
Yeah.
He seemed like he might like a little spicy.
Spicy. Like,
Yo.
yeah, man.
Yo,
So
Matt Lion, before we
don't
go,
know about-
anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to tell the people to check out before we out of here?
Yes. Remember I told you we're going to drop one of the biggest records of the year. Mila J. It's called Wettest of the West, and it's called Welcome to LA. Watch me.
Crazy. Song is crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to get all type of endorsements and everything. I'm going to be in the video, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out Mila J. Shout out Rufus Blaq. Shout out BDP. Shout out the whole family. Thank you, Matt Lion, for joining.
Got it. And also look
we
up.
love you, Lion. We love you, Lion.
Oh,
I'm about to
shit.
start doing some freestyle cities. I've been
Boom,
man.
bam.
And ladies and gentlemen, just
Rufus.
see.
Oh,
You could say?
Rufus Blaq. We got to get him in.
We're definitely going to interview him next. We definitely interview him next. Thank you for joining, Matt Lion. We love you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, enough respect. Can I go to sleep now?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Love and respect.
Love you, Lion. Thank you so much. And I thought, he didn't answer the text. Now I know how his baby mamas feel. I'm gonna show up. If I told you I'm gonna show up,
Hello?
I'm gonna show up.
Are you in
Always
Hit me
late, but
about it,
always
okay?
on time. Yes,
Don't keep texting me about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the song? Where's the song? Here we go. Lion, you can hang up whenever you ready. Oh, yeah. Y'all want to run through topics or we done? Part 2. We out. We out.
She trying to say something.
What?
She trying to say something.
Fucking extra.
I was trying to. I was looking at myself. I'm like, well, this is a good angle. This is a good angle. I'm like,
We started.
Hold up. All right, look, it's a lot of people that bought badges today. Can you run down the list, please?
Yes,
quick?
we can. Shout out to KOG Entertainment, always showing love. Joy, always showing us love. Sure Sexy taking us all out to dinner. Priceless Black J. Lucky Church, my guy. We love you. For a bit of fruit. Thank you so much. Bantiva, Natalia with the blue check. Thank you. The Don's 33. Casey Renee, always showing love. Casey, we're going to do the Zoom call tomorrow. BK Bully not being cheap with us. So thank you for her. All badges are bought today. Thank you.
Thank you for the love. We definitely appreciate all your support monetarily, and we really appreciate your time because you can't get that back. Thank you.
Okay, now can I play the song?
Yes, love. Go ahead.
I gotta play my part. Thank you, Khadijah, for the badge. What is you waiting for? Wake that ass up. After we do the show, what?
R-Rock Mills said he bought a badge. You ain't shout him out.
Hold up.
Did you shout out to Dawn?
Yo, brother. Oh, no, there's more. Oh, my God. I didn't see all of these. Bring the beats. the consultant guy. Lep Shram, thank you so much. Beast on the beat, my talented friend, Lisa Beast. Robert Lugo Jr., Far Rock Mills. He is not playing with y'all asses, okay? Okay.
And go to misslessandthose.com and get these glasses, this hat, and so much more. Enter the code BEC and you will save some
shouted you out, Lisa. I'm
money.
sorry. I thought I scrolled down the thing. I do not like being attacked. Okay, y'all spending money today. That's why I said, do they want to keep going? Because the longer the stripper is on the stage, the more money they going to throw at her. So I just want to know. If y'all got something to do, if y'all got to go, fine. I'm here on a Wednesday. I want to talk to my bitches.
We out of here, B.
Okay, now y'all got to keep.
She's booked. Gotta go.
Strippers are off. We to the next club, baby.
All right, now chill, yo.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Talk to